Good morning, everyone. Thanks for coming down to join us for the ribbon cutting at our facility here on the south side of town. The city purchased this building a little over 2 years ago now, and we've been making improvements to the facility throughout the time that we've owned it. So this is a ribbon cutting for our second edition, which is the locker room and break room area, as well as an office expansion. We did improve the drainage of the building. We added some water services. We've changed some door configurations around. We made it easier to access for some of the equipment. There's been quite a bit that's gone into this second round of improvements to the building. We're, I would say, collectively proud of how far this building has come since we purchased it. For anybody that was in the existing Johnson tractor, you would know that there's been some major changes in this building since we took ownership. So I want to thank the City Council and the City Manager for their support of this project, as well as Larson & Larson and Willett Hoffman for the construction and the engineering oversight of the project, as well as our staff that report here every day because they were displaced for a long period of time. There was multiple break room shifts and moving from building to building and stuff as the construction progressed. So we're finally all back in the same building and everybody's getting settled in. So we thought it was the appropriate time to do a ribbon cutting and let everybody else see what we've accomplished down here. So with that, we can go for a little tour and then we'll end with the ribbon cutting up front in the office area. It doesn't look very exciting, but this is where Gary reports every day. This is where he keeps all of his equipment for maintaining the lawns at our various facilities. But we cut out the concrete and added in drainage in both this room and this room. So now when the Vactors are here every night, there's a spot for them to park with drainage. We have had some water leak issues on the trucks, and so it's just nice that the water doesn't pool up in the bay anymore. It has somewhere to go. There's also a 2-inch water service that's been installed in this bay. We have to get the meter put on it yet, but they'll be able to fill the Vactor trucks here instead of taking them over to the plant, so it'll just be more convenient for the guys to come in and get those trucks every day. We also added this door. The door here didn't exist, so that garage door now allows Gary to get equipment in and out. And then we put bollards in and this railing to keep this, is actually a ingress and egress. So we had to make sure that we kept this alleyway open for people to be able to get in and out of the building safely. The doorways on both ends of this room were raised, so now for maintenance, we can get the forklift through here for getting larger material deliveries in, and we can also get our scissor lift through here for maintenance of light fixtures, heaters, whatever we need to do with the building. So we don't have to travel outside all the time with the forklift to get from one end of the building to the other. Bay originally had 2 different height doors on it, and there was a wall cutting this off in the middle, so we eliminated the wall that cut this off in the middle, raised the height on that door, so now a bucket truck can fit through here end to end, so the linemen can pull in, load their trucks with material, and then drive right back out of this bay. So the other reason we added the drain in here is because a lot of times the linemen will leave a piece of equipment attached to their truck after a storm. You know, once they get everybody restored, the trucks come back to the shop, and if the backyard unit's attached to the truck or a pull trailer, everything's sopping wet because it's usually after a rainstorm. So they can pull the truck in here and let it drip dry overnight, and it doesn't, it can drain now instead of, before all this drainage that we added, there was water everywhere in this building all the time because there were no floor drains. So it may seem little to a lot of people, but it's huge for us because now there's a spot for all the water to go. So The last but not least part of our tour is the office area. So when we first moved down here, this was just a large showroom, and there were 2 offices on this end with a door in the corner of the building. So to make the space more useful, we added these 4 offices, or actually 5 offices, and then centered the door in the space. We left this area open to be kind of a collaborative workspace because we're reviewing plans and going over line design and stuff like that. So this is an area where we can lay out a map of an area and get multiple people around the table and talk over what we're going to do with the design. So as part of the first set of improvements to the building, there was a kitchen added, another bathroom added, and then we also added our copy room as well. So the copiers in there, laminators in there, cleaning supplies, office supplies, everything like that is in that room and easily accessible for all the office folks. This little horseshoe area that you see here with the computers around it, that is used for the guys to do their time at the end of the day. So when they come at the end of the day, they come in and do all their work orders. Our Julies are printed there. And they can also use those computers for training and stuff along those lines. Obviously, you can see our message board is at the bottom, and then the 2 top screens will eventually be SCADA screens. So there'll be electric and water SCADA up there that you can monitor the system at any time when you come out here in this area. So
I want to thank Mayor Barrows. Mayor, come up here real quick. Mayor Barrows, council members Tom and Dan McDermott, council member RTA council member Bill Hayes, council member Ben Valdivieso for their support, because without these folks, this building wouldn't be here. And when Blake and maybe Jay, I think Blake and Jay came to me and said, hey, we should look at buying this building. We did purchase it, and we purchased it because I trust you guys. You guys are amazing at what you do. But we've owned this now for like almost 5 years, right? I think actually 4 years?
well, I guess we'll be going on our 3rd in January, right? Or is it 4?
John Grubin was still on city council when we bought it, and Don Burke might have just been going off council. That's how long it's taken for us to get to this point. And the reason I bring that up is just I want to thank all the staff that work out here, because I can't imagine working in an environment where things are shifting and changing and you're trying to do your job and there's noise and all that. So for the linemen back there and everybody who's not here who works out here, thank you for your patience. This is our forever home. I'm going to have a part-time office here. That's how much I like this facility. So it's a great facility, and I appreciate everybody's support, and I let the mayor close it out.
Okay. Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah.
You know, as I saw this kind of progress over the years, and I thought about what was really important about making this move. And I really feel like the most important thing that happened as a result from this is the service to our customers. We always talk about service to our customers. And rather than have our staff and employees and linemen trapped by the tracks to get to the equipment to go out on an event, or get to the equipment and then be trapped between the tracks to get to an event, this eliminates all that. And I think that's the result of that is a better service to our customers. And then we always talk about our downtime, our recovery time, and you know, this does nothing but help increase that or decrease the recovery time. So that's something that we as a locally owned power company can be very proud of. That's something that not a lot of people, when you get outside of here, not to mention any names, but if you were on some of the big company like ComEd, you may wait a lot longer to get your power back on than you do with our local people. So I just want to say thanks to all the staff at RMU, because I think we take great pride as council and as city manager in the service we provide. And most recently, we took the move towards increasing our hours to better service our customers. And service is a very key element to us. And I just want to thank everybody for all they've done with this, so thank you.
Okay, and then cut on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
All right.
Yay!
Oh, sorry.